Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 17th of March. We've got some new mods and we have some updates. The map, the Rizu Forest, has had an update. Part of that update is console release. That's by JM Gaming. The map Calmlands by ER Shabba has had an update. A few things changed on the change log there. Some things added and made a little bit better. And I mentioned in the previous mod review, which I actually posted this morning, the John Deere 1270G and the John Deere 1110, 1210 and 1510G by Woodcraft Modding. The lights weren't working properly, and part of the update, says fixed lights on medium and low settings. So those have all had updates. In front of me, I have got the Buyable Slurry points. This is by MichalLS. 0.39 megabytes download, 5 slots on console. A hole in the ground that goes down to, presumably, an underground slurry pit. It looks a little bit kind of wet underneath there. I have got the interactive markers on as well. Now, it does say in the description, cheap liquid manure source. I filled up 30,000 litre tanker, which is all over there. You'll see why in a little while. And it cost me 989 for 30,000 litres. The Buy Anything Silo by 82 Studio was 742. So it's cheaper at that one, but it's still cheap. Less than 1,000 for 30,000 litres of slurry. So not too bad at all. You'll find it under build mode and under container. That one just there, 5 slots, comes down to 1. You can place these dotted around the map if you want places to go and buy slurry from, if you're going to be doing slurrying rather than muck spreading or chemical fertilising or however you want to do it. Or you might be using it for other processes like biogas plants and things like that. Whatever you end up using it for. So that's by MichalLS, the Buyable Slurry point. Next we've got these. This is the Placeable, the Barriers pack by Čmelák. Again, sorry if I said that wrong. 0.29 megabytes download. These are 2 slots each. We've got a short, medium and longer length barrier. When we come up to them, press circle. Tell you what, sound effect is spot on as well. Come on. Like I say, 3 different lengths, also under build mode. These you'll find under decoration and fences. So we've got the 6 metre, 8 metre and 10 metre, 60, 80 and 100 to buy. Slot counts come down from 2 to 1 for each, for any subsequent one you purchase. Barriers pack by Čmelák. Next we've got these ones, but we had these in FS19 and these still baffle me. I suppose it's no different to anything that comes out of a different size or capacity, I suppose. Could be said of any trailer, so yeah. This is, where are we? This is the Joskin Aquatrans 3600L and 4300L by KRKZ-modding. 4.31 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. We've got 3,600 litre and a 4,300 litre. A few different options available on these as opposed to the standard Aquatrans, which is 7,300. I think we've had a modded 8,000 litre one as well. There's a few different sizes of these knocking about. Nicely detailed. These will hold water and milk. No, water or milk, not and milk, but water or milk, whichever you'd rather have them. It won't do both at the same time. Otherwise you get very, very watery milk. You'll find them under animals on the very end. 5,000 to buy. Options, you can have the 3600 litre or the 4300 litre. There's not a lot of difference in it. But with this one, it has the axle more towards the centre, that one more towards the rear. Options, other than that, are pretty much the same. Main colour, we've got a silver, a chrome, proper shiny chrome, and then other colours to mix and match in with that if you want to. Design colour, again, a chrome. That changes all the metallic parts that are down the bottom, the axle and all the hitch and stand and those kind of things. Or something else along there, silver, or coloured if you want to colour coordinate it. Then rim colour, one of those 4, and a number plate option as well. There we go. 3,600 litres, 4,300 litres. Very nice indeed. Those are by KRKZ-modding. Next, we've got this, and this was another one that popped up and thought, well, that's weird. What do we need another one of those for? It's just a slightly different design on one we've got already, but hey, it's all about options. This is the Massey Ferguson front hydraulic. This is by BGamer003, 1.47 megabytes download, 3 slots on console. This one here is the front lifter by Pepe978, which we had on FS19 and we've got again now. And this is a slightly different version by BGamer003, being that it's a Massey Ferguson. I say specific, we're going to try something in just a second. The premise behind these, they are palletized 3-point links with bolts and attachments. In previous versions, any vehicle that had a trailer hitch, anywhere on it, trailer hitch on the front of that one, trailer hitch on the front of that, if it didn't have a 3-point link already, you could have it so it would bolt on and it was just an extra 3-point link. And it does the same thing. It's a little bit more kind of smoothed out, a more modernised version, I guess, of the front lifter that we've already got. You'll find it under miscellaneous, 2,200, so a little bit cheaper than the front lifter. It's 3 slots, that one's 2 slots, so it's a little bit more on the slot count. But like I said, there are a few more options available on this. We can have 2 connection hoses or 4 connection hoses. Without PTO or with PTO, I think the other one just comes standard with it. Their main colour, anything on that palette to mix and match with whatever vehicle you might put it on. I put it on Massey Ferguson red because I was going to put it on the front of Massey Ferguson. But then realised as I did it, that doesn't really show the fact that it could hook up to other things. So, if we go forwards, there we go. So a vehicle that doesn't normally come with a 3-point, you can have a 3-point on it with a PTO as well. It fits on there. I mean, it looks like it, it's supposed to be on there. It just bolts on and away we go. Happy days. So what I'm going to do is disconnect it, move that out of the way, show you what I mean about other vehicles. So with a lorry that's got a 3-point hitch, I'll do it with the front lifter first. So you can just put it on there. So you can give yourself a 3-point link on that. So let's see. There's no reason at all why it wouldn't work on this. It's like I say, it's not just for Massey Ferguson's. Although it's a Massey Ferguson attachment. Saying that, you're watching it work now. Oh, there you go, look. Boom. So a vehicle that wouldn't normally have one, you can put one on. Very versatile bit of kit. And it makes a lot of vehicles a lot more useful, I guess, is the best way of putting it. So there we go. The MF Massey Ferguson front hydraulic by BGamer003. Next, we're going to go. We'll go back to those in a little bit. We've got the Case IH OPTUM. One thing that was lacking slightly when FS22 came out was the range of case tractors. This sort of size as well. I think because they put in the McCormick's, I guess. But anyway, Case IH OPTUM by PommFritz. 18.93 megabytes download. 10 slots on console. Really nicely detailed with a few different tyre options and stuff on this. There's no doors or windows that open on it, but we do have foldable warning squares on there. If we go into this under large tractors, on the very end there, 240 grand for the base model is 288 or 313 horsepower, so that's the maximum you'll get out of it. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokians, and back again. On all of them, as far as I could tell, we've got standard wheel weights, wides, wide and weights, twins, rear twins, back to standard. On pretty much all of them, apart from the knock-ins, you've got your standard 2. But other than that, it just comes down to a tyre compound preference. So standard, wheel weights, wides, rear twins, twins. Okay, so yeah, maybe not all of them then. Wheel weights, wides, wide and weights, rear twin, twin. Yeah, there's no narrows on any of these. Then you've got without warning signs or with warning signs if you want to put them on. You don't have to. And then engine size, like I say, we've got 288 horsepower or 313. Main colour, anything on that palette. Graphite grey's all right. I always, whenever see the red special, oh, cool. And I'm never quite sure when it's on. It looks like a kind of foil wrap, I guess, and that's my own personal feeling on the matter. Rim colour, we have got white, black, stainless steel. I like the stainless steel very much. We've got a zinc, chromed, or standard silver. My personal preference is stainless steel, but that's just me. We'll hop in. Horn, lights, beacons. It's a nice size, this. It's in that New Holland T7 kind of, that sort of size, isn't it? Nice looking tractor. Interior, nice and tidy. Like I say, no doors or windows or anything open on this. Now, looking into the mirrors, you may have had it, and they said they were rolling out the update. We had update 1.3, update 1.31 has come out today across various different platforms. Part of that update is the mirror problem should be resolved on PlayStations. So shouldn't get any more problems with flickering mirrors. Which brings me over to the next of the mods we're going to be looking at. Very nice mod, that. That's by PommFritz. Let's hop out. Okay, so next up we've got these. I put the barriers in here. That was for the thumbnail. We've got these log bridges. These are by KRKZ-64 and OAG, old Aussie gamer. I think ported over from FS19. They fit into the landscape perfect. I mean, when you look at how they've fitted in, I didn't do any landscaping. The rivers and stuff, or the lake, pond, whatever you call it, I've had in place, and it just fits really, really well. There's 3 in this pack. So the Placeable Log Bridge, 0.11 megabytes download, 2 slots each. Like I said, KRKZ-64 and OAG. You'll find them under build mode, under decoration, and under others. So if we go down there, we've got the longer one, sorry, the shortest one at 800, medium at 1000, and the long one at 1200. If I show you what I mean, if we go for the long one, we can rotate it. Now you can place that on the ground, just flat on the ground. So if you've got like a marshy area and you want to put in a kind of a log roadway through a marshy swamp, you absolutely can. The great thing about it as well is if you've got wide vehicles, or if you can, especially if you can line them up, you can kind of, if you line them up better than I am, of course. Not perfectly lined up, but not far off. Give yourself a nice big wide bridge putting stuff on. So yeah, they work really well. They look nice. They fit across the gaps. They've got very long poles underneath, so for much deeper crevasses, canyons, valleys, whatever it might be, they work really well. Hopefully there'll be no movement on these when you leave the game and come back. I had that problem on one of the other sets before. So the Placeable Log Bridge by KRKZ-64 and OAG, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today, and it's this. This is a very affordable BGA. This is the mini biogas plant by Disturbed Simulations. It is, where's my list? 2.98 megabytes download, not too bad. 14 slots on console for the first one. You'll find it under productions and factories. This takes a ton of different stuff. Not a huge capacity. It is a mini biogas plant at the end of the day, but also the price is nice and low. So if you want to do a bit of biogas stuff and you don't want to be paying 4, 5, 6, 700,000 or more for your biogas plant, it's a good way to get into a bit of biogassery, if you wish. If we go into this menu here, and you shall see, it takes silage, slurry, manure, sugar beet cut, sugar beet potatoes, and straw into the biogas plant, which is pretty cool. Across the other side, you'll see the capacities: 75,000 litres of silage, slurry, manure, and straw. And then our sugar beet cut, sugar beet, and potatoes is 36,000 litres of each of those. I'm glad I checked, because I did silage, manure, and then straw, and thought, oh, it's all right, they're all 75,000. I thought, oh, I'd better check. Went and did sugar beet cut and found it was 36. So I'm glad that I did check. So it takes all of those things, and then when you can put them on active, and the process begins for storing of digestate. Or again, if you want to, you can distribute it if there's somebody you want to distribute it to. If you're using the modular biogas plant system, where it can go outsourced to other parts to be sold. Now it does say on the actual website for this, it says inputs, then outputs. Outputs, electricity and methane, which are automatically sold, and digestate, which is stored. Actually, that's a good point. Selling, distributing, yeah. So automatically it's stored. The other two are sold. And away it goes, it chugs away. 2,400 cycles per month on all of them. The recipes are slightly different on each of them. As you can see, the root crop ones are 100 in of each for 91 and 30 out. The straw is 840 in for what we then get out. Manure and slurry are 200 in for what we get out. And the silage is 840, same as the straw in, but I think what we get out is more. 756, 252, 130 and 120. Yeah, so silage is always going to be the better option, so to speak. You'll get more bang for your buck with your silage. Straw's not bad at all, though, but the inputs are a bit higher. But anyway, yeah, it just gives you a load of options then for what you want to put in there. And away it chugs. Produces digestate. And like I say, if you want to use the various different modular things that come with the modular biogas plant, you can. If not, you just have it set up as it is, have it storing or selling, and happy days. Everything gets put in here. Trigger comes up just in front of it, so you haven't got to worry about tipping into it. You could put a ramp if you want to, it's entirely up to you. It does say it takes loose, actually. Bales and loose silage and straw are accepted. So, yeah, it will take bales as well, apparently, which is great. And then we take out here. Job done. It's nicely detailed, doesn't take up too much space. You'll find it under build modes, productions, factories, and it's only 55 grand as well. So all of that for 55 grand. That's not bad at all, is it really? When you think about it, 55 grand, absolute result. So there we go. The mini biogas plant by Disturbed Simulations. That was a little bit better and easier than yesterday's. That's it for the mods for today. Oh, you know what I'm going to do on the way out? I'll show you the bridge. I love how bumpy the bridge is. But that is it for the mods for today. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.